do have two rough competitors coming in right now.
Absolutely, yeah. So we've got Toronto Joe and K9. K9 obviously fresh off his loss to Bengals, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and assume this is losers finals. Winner of this gets out?
Yes, that's what I would see this as right now.
Okay. So we got T.O. Joe rocking the airborne tag. Any idea what that might be?
I think it has to do with the face mask and trying to keep himself from getting sick, if anything. They're rocking a little bit of the Japanese styling.
That's true, that's true. So right now we got a little bit of back and forth. Toronto Joe actually was a Fox player back in Brawl. He did switch to Meta Knight eventually in the game, but I remember he's a very proficient Fox player early on. So I'm sure that he's loving this game where Fox has gotten maybe not considerable buffs, but the engine favors him much more.
Yes, and Toronto Joe's also known as a very momentum-oriented player. He'll always do a great job once he gets a string going, but sometimes in situations like that, players can catch him on tilt slightly before he gets a chance to warm up and start really opening up on him.
Absolutely. Very smart option by K9 to go all the way out there. He actually tried to do it there too, but he got caught by the Firefox. So 87% on K9. There's no rage to speak of as of yet, but T.O. Joe is going to have to... Yikes.
There you go. Just slap your mouth shut, as we see right there. A stern Fox up smash. Closing that out.
I was going to say, he has so much work to do.
Yeah,
and yet...
no, it's fine. I mean, hey, it may not be Melee guys, but we're still living, so... Now, I got to say, I don't know too much about K9, but from what I'm seeing already, very, very bait-oriented play, floating around T.O. Joe and just really trying to bait out options from him. As we see here, very proficient on the punishes, forcing T.O. Joe to consistently try to sweet spot the ledge and no extra gimmicks, so.
Absolutely, yeah. K9, very much I would want to say no gimmicks involved. He's playing a very fundamental game. That's why he's picked up Sheik as well. She's very good for that. And he actually goes for that bouncing fish. That's one thing about his play that I've been noticing a lot. He goes for the bouncing fish a lot. Even when it's not guaranteed like that, he's trying to force a reaction out of you. And I think that's when he's at his best, when he tries to force you to do something kind of rash that he can then punish.
Split second. I definitely agree with that. And I mean, from, over in Long Island, we have IQ HQ, and I see Vinny and a lot of the rest of our crew talk about this all the time. They say it's really like a 50-50 when Sheik has you in that positioning. She could bouncing fish. She may not. Even if she does, are you going to air dodge through? Are you going to get frame trapped into it afterwards? There's a plethora of options for her, and players that are getting very proficient with Sheik seem to really work with that intimidation and even that lack of commitment of bouncing fish, because if you do hit, even if you don't hit, you're still in pretty decent positioning. Sheik has outstanding recovery capabilities, and most Sheiks today have been abusing the hell out of that.
Been seeing a lot of those today. So
exactly. They go deep.
You're preaching to the choir here. So there's a bunch of F-tilts. That was actually reminiscent of Brawl, if you remember that matchup.
Exactly.
There was a matchup in Brawl where Sheik would just F-tilt Fox forever. She got, I think, 4 or 5 there, and Fox wasn't even at 0. That bouncing fish, T.O. Joe does not have a jump. Tries to side B, and he gets picked off.
Wow, K9 sniping right now. That man caught him from long range, and it was just an absolute slobber knocker. So very impressed to see it.
43% on K9 right now. Now, here's the thing. Fox, this may not be melee, but Fox can still be comboed. He's a very heavy character, and Sheik is one of those characters that can just throw out tilts and hit you. And look at these bouncing.
Yeah, and I was going to say, this is really where I think we see Toronto Joe get caught little deer in the headlights right now. They're really fast. They're coming out of nowhere. They're quick follow-ups, and as you see, it's such hard reaction time. If you don't catch yourself in the beginning of the match responding correctly, you got to stay away from the situation, because Sheik is going to keep that pressure up.
And K9, I think, showed such knowledge of the matchup there, which is kind of strange because we don't see many Foxes. The down B, the bouncing fish into that side B, every single time. He always had it lined up. And I wonder if that's a playstyle thing, because K9 was doing that regardless of the character. But then you get somebody like Fox who has to do that, who has to line up that shot. Just absolutely phenomenal play by K9.
And definitely adapting there. I think he was really abusing the fact that a lot of Foxes nowadays, since they do have abilities out of side B or illusion, they like to do that and then jump because it gives them a lot more versatility, less commitment to the ledge, hopefully a better chance of getting back. But I think right there, K9, like I said, just sniping, had it absolutely lined up. Absolutely.
So congratulations to K9. He's actually going to be able to make it out of his pool. I think we're assuming.
Yes.
I think he's going to make it out of his pool. And Bengals actually getting that first seed. So unfortunately, T.O. Joe will be knocked out. He would have made it.
Yes.
He would have made it, but unfortunately, because of extenuating circumstances, I think
and just Apex pools, man. Welcome to them. They're just they're cold pools, but we don't know the Shark Tanks. It's been this way for years. It's
Sisqo versus Coffee is the next set.
Now,
okay.
Sisqo I remember because I believe he's very close to Mr. E or Mr. Eric from New York, who's been a Marth that's definitely done quite a bit. So he has practice against one of the greats from New York. I cannot say I know his other competitor here, so we will rely on that character icon and a little, hopefully, back knowledge once we get in.
All right, so it looks like we got a Greninja and a Villager. Villager, one of those characters that came through, obviously a newcomer in this game. Very strange.
Oh, yes.
Very weird.
I always talk about how there are certain characters that are in this game that just don't play like any of the characters in the game, and I think that definitely falls the lines of Duck Hunt, Mega Man, Villager, just, you know, 3 that are really out of the world. I mean, even a little Bowser Jr. in there, too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And like, even the more conservative characters like Pac-Man, still weird enough to not be able to just pick up and play. And that's what I love about the newcomers in this game as opposed to Brawl. They have their own extremely unique styles. Even we didn't even talk about Rosalina.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, need not be spoken about. We've definitely seen her viability and her absolute shenanigan-filled moveset.
So right now we've got Greninja versus Villager. Matchup I would assume you're not going to see very often. So this is going to be a treat for us. Sisqo picking the home court advantage. We're on Smashville Game 1.
Yes, definitely. And I do love seeing, you know, 6 more years of Smashville. Always a lot more fun for us Brawl players.
We were talking about that earlier. We don't know if it's a comfort pick or if people just genuinely think that
we could have brainwashed them. You know, at this point, it became so hardcore for anyone not even to strike Smash. You know, they were just like, no, it's Smashville. So at this point, I think everyone's a little brainwashed. That's where we're at right now.
I mean, I'm happy about that. I'm from MDVA, so we're all drinking the Kool-Aid. Like, that's all we play on, dude.
That's what we're doing.
That's all us. So right now we got 82% on Sisqo right now, but that's the thing. Villager, he gets up to high percent. He kind of just runs away, throws stuff at you, but if he gets up close, he has extremely strong punishes. Like that bowling ball, oh my god.
Yes, and just you add rage into it as you talk about extremely high percents. They don't need rage in the first place, but when you add rage, the numbers just get silly. I definitely have grown to understand the fact that there are a couple characters that can kind of disrespect Villager, but for the most part, especially if you're playing Greninja, you definitely have to acknowledge the fact that that character can kill you almost anywhere.
Exactly, and that I don't know if you guys saw that, but that potted plant coming out way over the edge.
Yes.
That weird dash attack just covers a lot of options just off the stage. It just goes in that careening angle.
And almost like a projectile-esque hitbox, you know, not even near him, not a stroke of the body, an actual projectile falling out and just somehow still being considered a dash attack.
Wild. Great F smash by Coffee. He's able to take off that first stock. He's at 122. And we'll see if his rage comes through.
And there it is. I mean, hey, you could just lop its head off. Thank God it's Nintendo, but that was kind of raw.
Definitely looking like God of War out here.
Yeah, exactly. Spartacus the Villager, watch out.
So we got 31% right now on Sisqo. He's going to go ahead and plant a tree. It's Arbor Day.
There we go. Just bringing him out. He's definitely fighting for the planet here.
Maybe we'll see if this tree is in memoriam to Coffee.
Exactly. Real quick, bury him in the tree. Oh, no, the tree just magically gets buried.
And that's actually one of the, what I just saw was an interesting thing about Greninja. His grab animation starts way before the hitbox actually comes out. So that's something that can really bait Greninja players. So you're going to see master Greninja players going for the grab, but knowing exactly when it's going to hit.
Yeah, and that was the first thing that turned a lot of people that I was with. I was even a Greninja player in the start, and it's just very odd. It's definitely can throw off a lot of players' game plan and used to a different style. And if he had landed that up smash, I think that up smash is one of the most wild moves in this game.
Really?
The ability, when you catch someone directly above you, they get no ability to run away from it, and it gets like 3 times the strength from the final hitbox of it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so as we see that, if an up smash gets landed and I get hyped, or Villager does an up smash himself, pardon the hype.
A lot of up smashes going on right now. I'm expecting a wild bowling ball to end off the set.
I would not be surprised. The wild bowling ball appears and ends the game.
A little bit of back and forth. Now, one of the most interesting things about Villager, I don't know how strong he is on his own as a main in viability, but when we're talking about counter picks, when we're talking about pocket characters to have, I think he's very strong, if only because of the actual pocket move.
Yes.
If you're a character that relies on projectiles, he's going to be able to shut you down.
Oh, most certainly. I mean, I love me my Bowser Jr., and unfortunately, he grabs my little Mecha Koopa, and it is a shutdown. Yep. And as we see there, yet again, very reminiscent of Olimar, and oh, goodness gracious. his down B, it's even crazier when you absorb it and straight throw it at a ninja. So
I was going to say, way stronger when he actually grabs it and throws it at him.
Very similar properties to when something gets shined or reflected back and it gets that increased velocity. Villager definitely throwing things back with a heck of a lot of force. And pocketing a ninja star, you know, it's a very underrated projectile because of the multi-hit fashion of it.
Sure.
But at later percent with some rage, it gets nasty, and a Villager just takes it for himself and doubles the power. Well then, that's how you see a game end right here at Apex.
Absolutely. So it looks like we're at the game 2. They're going to the Omega version of Norfair. So I'm guessing this is in Final Destination.
Yes.
So you ban Final D, but you're able to go to, you know, some kind of Final D with your kind of flavor.
Yes, and I talk about it all the time. There's a lot of interesting stuff with some of these other FDs. I quote Luigi's Mansion a lot due to the fact that you can practically see your character in the bubble before he gets there. Also, very small blast zones. Also, the boxing ring in FD mode, very small side blast zones. So there's very interesting things that I think detailed players will grow to learn about their character and abuse, even in their FD picks, which is so interesting to think about.
No, I absolutely agree. It's really cool how even when things are supposed to be kind of homogenized and standardized like Omega mode, some of these have walls on the side. This one doesn't. They have different blast zones, although very slight.
Yes.
And strong players are going to be able to find their pick and definitely go there. And it looks like Coffee has found his, or I'm sorry, Sisqo has found his. He's going to Norfair on game 2 for this Omega.
And that was no questions asked. They went straight into it. So that's one of those things where you know when you're playing in bracket and you get to the counter pick that quick. There's a little bit of salt somewhere. Someone wants to see that match start ASAP.
Absolutely. Oh, he actually air dodges. I would have liked to see an up smash there.
And
just
there
like
it
that.
Is. Yes,
Beautiful.
Absolutely relentless. That 2 parts of it, you almost always see the strikes, those bright red strikes when the second part hits.
Right now, Sisqo kind of sitting back. He wants to drop the tree on him, but Coffee saying, nah, I'm going right over here.
And the coolest part about the tree is sometimes it just establishes such ground. You get inadvertent stage control just because of the respect the tree forces, because the thing is ridiculous. It'll absolutely murder you if you're not expecting it. So, yet again, good stuff there. And ooh!
The market is up. He actually hits that turnip with the 3 turnips. I don't know if he would have died if it was anything less, but he has to get the 3 turnips.
Always, yet again, these fun little side facts. And yet again, Sisqo's been really proficient with not only the tree, but his smash attacks. His down smashes have been everywhere. His up smashes have been everywhere. I love seeing it, because normally you'd be called spammer if you're throwing smashes around like that. But this man is making it work, so no spamming here.
Lot of nairs. That's what I see a lot of villagers do. That nair hitbox neutral air.
Oh, goodness
when he does that little cartwheel.
Yes.
So powerful, so much priority. It's
so much
strong.
Carrying capability, and without it stage spiking due to the lower end hitbox, especially against characters like Captain Falcon and Fast Flowers, you can take them for a ride, as we've been seeing CT Salem end up doing quite a bit back in a couple tournaments.
Little bit of back and forth right now. We've got a 12% difference. Coffee actually going up in the air. I think he predicted the air dodge, but he thought he was going to fall lower.
And right now, these guys just back and forth, really just what you want to see. This match, no one getting the better of either right now. As Pierce was saying earlier, within 2 or 4%, but that up smash, just what I wanted to see. Bring in the hype real quick. Little hyper cutter there. Shut it down.
Hits that joint. Now we're out to game 3. We're going to have to see.
Go.
I actually misspoke because up there it was inaccurate. It said that Coffee won the first game, but it was actually Sisqo with that with that shuriken. So we're out to game 3 right now. Fixing the projector over here.
Yes, it looks like Spooky is tending to the projector, so please give us just a moment here as the situation is being attended to.
Yeah, we're going to keep the action going for you guys, but the count may not be updated for a few seconds.
Yeah, as we said, it's 1-1 right now. Sisqo taking the first game with a very nasty retribution Shoryuken. And then we saw right there Coffee closing it out with 2 clutch up smashes.
So right now we're on Delfino Plaza, a very common pick. A very common pick I've seen today. I've seen a counter picked a whole bunch. I've been walking around. A lot of people have been picking this stage, and I wonder if it's because these are Brawl players who have been here before. They know what it's like, and there are also some different weird things going on with this stage that did not happen as much in Brawl.
And also, I would definitely say that what you nailed on the head is the Brawl players, because let's be honest, we are tricksters, we are trolls, we love our counter picks. You got to watch a Brawl player like you got to watch a crooked card player. But, you know, Delfino is just full of exactly that, though. That trickster's mentality. The setups you can get on Delfino, the nastiness that can occur, even down to some simple situations, such as stock lead and getting a grab during a stage transition to kind of suey a kill out. It's such a tricksy level, and I could definitely see some of our old Brawl players going back to their previously mischievous ways.
Absolutely. So right now, Coffee kind of camping out the right side. He's going to go into the middle right next to the tree. A little bit of back and forth there. They both trying to vie for stage control right there in the center. Runs right past the Rocket. He's up against the wall.
And a lot of tilt lock, you know, a lot of multi-jab lock situations. And wow, all right. So a hard counter there from Greninja.
Wow.
Kind of catching a slope and taking a quick slide upwards there.
That was insane.
Taking a back, you know, a trip back to math class with graphs and whatnot. Yes, it's 1-1 right now, Spooky. Yeah, we already gave him a whole rundown, man. You are all in the clear.
So right now, 112% on Coffee right now. If he's able to get one smash attack, maybe he could go.
Oh, and as you say that, he drops a whole bowling ball on him. And I ask him what they fill those bowling balls with, because it does not seem like a regular bowling ball. Like
cement.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just lead. It's like a French war bowling ball. It's a cannonball hidden.
An actual cannonball.
Yeah, exactly. Just horrifying.
If you saw what happened, it looked like Coffee was trying to run up and do something, but he actually bumped his head. He got stuck in that animation when you hit a wall.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what dropped it.
And just yet again, like I say, Villager with these smash and dash attacks that are all oriented around projectiles. He is the ultimate projectile character, and it's absolute nonsense. Vinny has hit me with too many of those bowling balls. Whole lot of salt. I do not support it, but hey, we're playing to win, so.
114%, he actually charges the up smash, and that's going to be it for Sisqo. Coffee just kind of sitting there charging that up smash.
Yes.
Says, what are you going to do? I think he landed with a nair right next to him. Did not space it well enough.
You know, I've noticed this with certain characters in this game. I've heard a lot of complaints about having a hard time recognizing if Greninja is charging up or down smash. Very similar to Duck Hunt. It can be a little bit hard with the similar startup frames.
What? Hold on. Sorry. Just give me 1 second.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Spooky should be back in a second.
Should be back in a second. All right, guys, sorry about that. So, again, Spooky is tending to the projector right now, so we're going to keep your eyes on the action.
Exactly, as we keep rolling through right now.
So we got another pools match coming right up. Ooh, a junior. That's what I want to see. Looks like, oh, is this Tweek?
Oh,
okay.
Fantastic. So the man who does talking for himself, the man who's taught me a lot of technology, Tweek, hailing from New Jersey. A very, very impressive Bowser Jr. game main. I believe he's taken sets off Vinny. He's taken sets off, I mean, quite a bit of the New York, New Jersey area as of right now. He has definitely brought the heat. Hoping for a gamer tag here right now as we wait for Spooky to get back.
Yeah, so Tweek is one of those players. I actually was looking at Bowser Jr. when I first picked up the game, and his style was so weird, and I didn't really like it. I felt like things weren't cohesive, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to play him. And then I saw some videos of Tweek, and I saw what he's been doing. I was like, wow. It's incredible.
And what's really interesting I found about Bowser Jr. is he's actually very reminiscent of some of the simple things that Squirtle was looking for as bread and butter combos in Brawl. Honestly, you look at a side B with that much mobility. If withdraw had been better, very similar in the side B orientation of it. From the up tilts to the up air strings. Very prominent ways that Squirtle would go about damage. That's very, very apparent here. You have a disjointed fair. You have a bear that auto cancels along with the fair. Bear is used more as a combo extender. No, this is a new one. This is Tweek, and I don't know who we have going.
There's a thing down there.
Yes.
Somebody left a piece of paper. That might be up below on your hands. That might be who they are. But the first one's Tweek.
And yet again, guys, Spooky doing his best here. There we go.
Oh!
So this matchup just got a billion times more exciting.
I was going to say, so Choco from Japan, a high-level Zero-Suit player back in Brawl, who is apparently their strongest player as of right now.
Most certainly is, from what I've heard. And now, this should be really interesting to see the way they go at it, because Bowser Jr., very prominent on strings, but having a very hard time coming down against Choco there. Choco with a really mean set of up air frame traps and just good area coverage.
Absolutely. Yeah, we did not know who Tweek was messing with
here.
Exactly.
Wait, like I said, I would love a name update so things like that don't happen. But yet again, Tweek now demonstrating how quick Bowser Jr.'s aerials actually end up cooling down.
Yeah. Right now, a little bit of back and forth, but Tweek down a stock. And one of the things that I've noticed that I feel like Bowser Jr. is a problem with is killing. He's got to hit these really hard reads. Kind of like, I always thought it was like Lucas and Brawl. Very strong killing power, very hard to actually hit it.
Yeah, and I can definitely agree with that. I mean, it also does come from great micromanagement of the character. I think really saving your bear, using it properly. Proper use of card attack actually can definitely result in it here. But things like that, you really got to watch out for. And I felt like Tweek just got overwhelmed by Choco's level of just able, like, Bowser Jr., before I get on a rant, loves being able to run around. He likes space. Zero Suit Samus controls space. So in a matchup like this, if you can intimidate her and take your space and get that stage control, you'll get dominated. And I think that's exactly what we saw there.
Yeah, so that was very unfortunate for Tweek. It looks like we're going to be going to game 2. I'm trying to understand where he's going to be able to take him. He's highlighting Smashville, so I guess that's the pick. Someplace a little bit more flat, but not quite as committed as Final Destination, but definitely not as many platforms and aerial game as Battlefield. So we're out to game 2, guys. That first game was so fast.
And there we go. Tweek starting off already, getting what's his, and he's just got to be a little bit more mindful of that stunner game because he keeps committing to that cart, and Choco is so precise that he's not wasting time. Wow, right there.
Yikes.
Ends it. And that all spanned off Tweek really getting caught off guard. Choco's so aware of where he can punish that side B, and Tweek just not getting a chance to breathe.
Oh, he does hit that side B up air combo. That's very strong for Junior, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I mean, Choco at 72 on his first stock here. Tweek just looking outclassed, unfortunately.
Well, also, just Choco really playing on the reactive very well right now. Not being forced to approach, really abusing Bowser Jr.'s weak points in commitment. And, you know, with Tweek not really mixing it up and going kind of just ham, straight for him, digging for it, Choco is catching him on every attempt.
Yeah. And
Tweek was really lucky Choco didn't opt into an up B there.
Yeah,
I felt like that was an option select that definitely could have gone well.
That would have been the play. And
that's, yep, there you go, right at his shield.
Wow, so the up smash had a shield, and actually he had the rage on him too, so that was absolutely going to kill.
A key component to Bowser Jr. killing, without question. Tweek opting for a bit more of a side B-oriented game. I thought I would expect to see a little bit more of the auto-canceling fair and a potential, you know, up tilts and whatnot. Not going to question the man. Has to be careful with those down Bs and a lot of cooldown frames on it, but he seems to be managing it real well right now as Choco finally on the offensive again after Tweek getting a nice 45% string there.
I was going to say, he pulled something together very quickly, and he's slowly racking it up. Choco.
Oh, that's a shutdown. You see the boot in the face, and that's that.
Wow, at that. He just says, all right, it's over.
Yep.
You got to trust your SDI. You got to trust your SDI, man.
Yeah, and just placement, yet again, I played quite a few ZSSs. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the greatest, but if you can get on the outskirts of that hitbox, it's not nearly as ruthless, but the front end of that heel, if you're right there and your face is pressed against it, there's no living. Yeah. There's no living at all. You got to really prepare for that, so...
Nice stuff by Choco, absolutely. Yes. And like you said, more auto-cancel fairs. I wouldn't be surprised if that would have been the answer to the matchup, kind of controlling that space, kind of just throwing it out in front of him.
Like, really just careful with the commitment on side B. Bowser Jr. is built on side B mind games, and against ZSS, you really got to mix it up because, unfortunately, just carting in there, that's full stun gun you're going to eat, that's full down smash you're going to eat, there's no saving yourself. It just requires a slight bit of reaction time, so
yeah, absolutely.
Yet again. Rough matchup, that's for sure. But we do have Fall sitting down right now, which should be hype for everyone on the stream because I'm sure you guys already know of the man.
Absolutely.
Definitely a dominant player from the New Jersey area.
Yep, we got False against GDX. GDX, a Brawl player, at least that's where he started, played Diddy Kong in that game. And I have to imagine he's probably going to play Diddy Kong in this one as well.
I mean, yes, the transfer over has been really kind to the Diddy Kong players, along with quite a bit of extra technology coming their way.
Absolutely. So we got GDX against False. False probably going to opt for to go Sheik, of course. GDX, as we said before, probably going to go Diddy. GDX, one of the nicest guys I've ever met. He's a complete sweetheart. So I'm assuming he's the second seed of this pool, and False is the first, of course. So we're going to have to see how this match goes on. I wonder if this is winners finals. I guess we're kind of just left to speculate, unfortunately. But so right now we just got the buttons being put in, guys. We're just waiting for the match to begin.
Yes, most certainly, as always. And we are going to get right into the hype because these guys already have a Brawl history, already two players that are doing quite a bit in this game. So let's see them take off the gloves and go straight at it.
tags going in, everybody. Now, what I want to see in this matchup, so this is Sheik against Diddy. Probably the two, I would say the two strongest characters in the game right now. And a lot of people are speculating that Sheik might be better as the game goes on. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. So we were talking about Sheik and Diddy. So a lot of people are speculating that Diddy is actually the strongest character in the game right now, but in a year Sheik will be. But it looks like we're not even going to be watching that because False has opted to go to Luigi. I know he's a very proficient Luigi player as well.
Yes, most certainly. We've seen Luigi tear. Oh.
GDX. He might have the big in there too, but I know that his tag, as I know him before, is GDX. So he might be BT GDX. That might be a sponsor now. I'm not quite sure. But I know that he's GDX actually stands for Game Dragon X, and we're going to see if he's able to make this happen against False here. False, one of New Jersey's best players, probably second only to Nakat, I would say.
Yes, and I mean, as of right now, I think it's just his sheer level of precision. He's always showing that he is very well versed and very well aware of stage presence. So Luigi, that anti-meta character, as me and Pierce were saying earlier, definitely doing a great job against top tiers, having potential some low tiers that could knock him down a notch, but as of right now, has done it. I'm pretty sure Luigi's record against Diddy has been absurd today.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been doing very well, at least on stream.
Okay, and why do you think that is? Why do you think that's the case?
I mean, without question, it really seems about the fact that Luigi got slight buffs in the fact that the multi-hit moves really hold them in now, and his lack of range previously really shines in the close quarters combat we have now, along with his floatiness doing a great job of countering combos and going in yet again to his multi-hit moves.
Sure.
You tack in a little bit of rage, and the fact that Luigi has some decent kill power, and Diddy isn't the heaviest character, it really makes this matchup not nearly as slanted for Diddy's down air, up air favor.
Absolutely, I can see that. I could definitely see that. So right now it's actually looking very even between the two. Actually, False is able to hit the down throw back air combo. GDX actually had a lot of percent on him, but I can kind of see what you mean. GDX having a difficult time getting the kill. He actually hit the banana into F smash, but because of Luigi's low traction, he was not able to connect.
And that's what it is. The floatiness and his anti-combo ability really shuts down a lot of Diddy's gameplay, where we saw it slightly in Brawl, but we see it a lot more in this game because it just seems exacerbated.
Yeah.
And right there, very well played by GDX, countering that banana throw, putting those monkey feet out there. Not even the banana can handle it.
There's a very strong F air. Right now, GDX is actually going toe-to-toe with False. As I said, one of the strongest players in one of the strongest regions. So this is a very good showing by him.
Most certainly, and this is going to be a matchup of who can just get what's theirs. And Luigi and Diddy Kong go back and forth. It's just a matter of making sure as Diddy Kong that you don't make the mistake there. And unfortunately, that disproportionate percent marker is exactly from that, as we see. Luigi, slippery.
Yeah, I was going to say, GDX accidentally recovering on the stage, doesn't go to the ledge, and he's going to eat that down smash for it, and unfortunately lose the first game. So it looks like we're going out to game 2. We're going to have a little discussion over the bans.
Most certainly.
False calling on the cat right now, trying to have a little conversation.
Oh, yes, and Leap of Faith always very serious about their counter picks, always consulting their coaches. It's a smart option, honestly. You know, you underestimate it a lot of times. People give a lot of complaints about it, but when I was playing, whenever I got coached, it was a million times better. It just keeps thoughts fresh in your head. It really makes sure you stay on point because it's so easy to get tunnel vision being up on a big stage like this.
Absolutely, definitely. So GDX, I think he was doing just fine in that game. I think he was doing a fantastic job, and then just somehow something crumbled, something fell apart.
I really feel like it's that counter combo ability by Luigi. He breaks the combo and goes straight into it because his close quarters combat is so much better now. Fair is so much better now. Nair is so much better now. Even Dare, all of it combos so hard, so when Diddy overcommits and makes a simple mistake in what would be a regular combo string, Luigi turns it almost into Diddy, you know, like a Diddy combo string right back on him.
Exactly, yeah.
It's relentless. So this matchup, you get a lot of your action here. You definitely get it filled to the brim with combos. So
right now we're going to Final Destination on Game 2. It looks like the Omega version of Guar playing. They need a weeb whacker or something.
Yeah, exactly. This is crazy right now.
Oh my God.
Out of control. Just carved out an Amazon platform, you know. Whole bunch of monarch butterflies out of homes and stuff.
It definitely looks like they're just standing in quicksand.
Exactly.
This is gross.
This is all right. Well, back to the matches. We're done making commentary about the environment we're fighting on.
Yeah. So right now, a little bit of back and forth. We got 15% right now on as a difference between the two.
Yeah.
Up to 17 now.
Gotta say, these guys doing our job for us, just playing for footsies all the way out to 80-some-odd% as of right now, just trying to find stage control. GDX seeming to finally get it as of right now, but Luigi, being the slippery character he is, has a pretty easy time getting back on stage for the most part.
Definitely, yeah.
As we see right there as he runs clear over it like it was just a runway ramp.
Yep. Little bit of a difference between these two, but not enough really to talk about. I mean, one solid hit from either of these guys. One thing that's interesting, though.
Oh, and there it was.
Okay, what I was gonna say is that Diddy is not quite at the rage threshold because he was at 99%, but he side B's right into that up smash, and oh my God, that's 48% off one grab.
And as you see, guys, take notes because that's that Street Fighter S combo string. Just get your jab, get your grab, keep make a combo there. Unbelievable, and that's the stuff I'd like to see right now. As we see Luigi breaking the meta, saying, I've seen enough of you, Diddy Kong, and I've heard enough of the complaints. Let's see what you really got when I put a couple of bars of soap on my shoes.
Got the soap. Shout out to soap.
Shout out to soap. You know what, man?
The grinders.
Hey, it's exactly what it is. He's got those bars of Irish Springs sliding along, just green trails.
Oh, my God. And right there it was again.
Yep.
So it looked like Luigi was going to die. He got hit by that banana in the F smash combo, and he just went too far.
And that, yeah, exactly. As I said before, he really is what I love to see. This is always what's so reminiscent of 2008. These wild, wild things we find. And with his own down throw combos, I mean, twice we saw false there, getting down throw in her full hop, roared back air, just netting the kill without question, you know?
Yeah. And GDX just kind of nodding, says, okay, I get it. That's fine.
Exactly. We're gonna try and move on here.
GDX having a conversation. I think they're asking if it's 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5. I think that's at the pool's discretion. I think that depends.
I don't. No, it's not supposed to depend on the pool. It's only supposed to be 3 out of 5 for the actual winners finals, losers finals, and then grand.
Okay, that's
got it.
There we go. Breaking it down.
So a little bit of back and forth. I think GDX is actually going to go ahead and stay seated as of right now. Looks like he's going to be taking on his next opponent in the pool, but maybe not.
Oh, and the cone tail's catching on.
My man,
there it is. They're loving it right now. Sammy watching Apex. Shout-outs to her. Shout-outs to you right now. That's for sure.
Thank you, my friend.
And we're back on the camera. Look at it. We're on a big screen. This is my favorite thing. I hope people take pictures of this because this is like Facebook. These are what you get the Facebook pictures of.
I need something, man.
I know,
all of my
right?
Pictures are
my
so
pictures
old.
Suck.
And like,
if you have you wonder why I don't accept friend requests on Facebook, it's because my pictures look like crap. Sorry, guys. Actually, I can't do it to you.
On Twitter right now, my picture is of Delta Hyrule from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay,
if you played that.
there we
so
go.
I need a good picture of me.
Come on,
so
this man's got video game pictures. He's up on the area. Yep, there we go. The call out is real.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all take screenshots. Get my good side. Like
just this one here.
Just right there. It's this profile. It's a strong jaw. All right, so we're out to the next set. That man's got a nice mustache.
Hey, there you go.
Twist. Beautiful. So we're having a little conversation. We're trying to get this projector going. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Coney. You can follow me at ConeyZZ. Hit him up. Let him know.
Right now, it's got CT Coontail written all over it, and that would be me, guys. Find me on Twitter at CT Coontail. That is my handle. We are waiting to get into more of these action-packed sets right now. It just keeps rolling, man. I love it. You know, and if this was my day job, I feel like I would have a field day every day. Like, oh, the work day's over. Can I keep working?
Oh,
like, you guys make it a field day.
It's absolutely incredible. And one of the most fun things, I was talking about this earlier, I think one of the best things about this, the first huge Apex National for Smash 4 Wii U, you're going to see crazy stuff. We were watching a Pac-Man earlier. That was just...
And that's what I'm saying is that this is the hype this year. There's so many people. Shout-outs to everyone who came out. Shout-outs to all of our sponsors as usual, nonetheless. Play Asia, Gaming, what is it? Smash Time Legends, Gaming Generations, there we go. All of them. VG Boot Camp's up there. All of you guys. Just apps, Nintendo, Twitch, obviously. Making this
possible.
Yeah, and this Apex has gone through quite a bit. So seeing all of this still here, still happening, people could have packed it in, people could have gone home, and the fact that we're still here, able to be on this awesome mic, casting this awesome game in this ridiculous venue is just Oh,
it's absolutely incredible. One of the things I was talking about earlier is the fact that we didn't have this venue, let's say 24 hours ago.
No, we
had
didn't.
no idea what we were going to do. There was a line. We drove the truck into the convention center. There was a line of 20 to 30 people waiting to carry CRTs to the setups.
I
absolutely inspirational.
Man. I was retweeting everything that Doggy Sandwich was putting up last night, all the building and the whole layout and whatnot. This came together as an Apex miracle, guys. That is for sure. So keep an eye out. We got more matches coming up as of right now. Just fixing a couple things.
Absolutely, and it looks like this guy is actually wearing a sponsor jersey. Not sure about the player. We got the tag Jew2King, but I don't think that's his tag.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Okay, well, I was incorrect. Got it. Got it, here we go. I'm excited to see this. Like,
oh, man, and the Twitter love is so weird. You guys are just fantastic
you guys are
right
sweet.
now.
Oh, my God.
They're sitting here giving us all the whole breakdown and everything. Look at this. You guys are following everything.
Guys, do me a favor and hit up, I'm telling you, use the hashtag ConeTail.
Yes,
please. Please go ahead and throw that out.
Throw it around everywhere. Let these people know it's real.
I'm trying to see that joint trend.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yo, we need to make it trend right now. If that's the case, I'm going to have to make my way down to Xanadu one of these days. Have a field day.
Oh, my God, please.
Yes, I definitely.
Please.
I'm working on getting into this game. See, I took a back seat. I'm definitely going to be doing Brawl Top 8, but you guys have been killing it. Xanadu, VGBC, shout outs to you guys. You'll always get love from me. You, EETK, all you guys just holding it down.
Absolutely.
And I love seeing it for Smash 4, so I'm working to get back up there like you guys. Hopefully do a guest spot, stop by Xanadu, have some fun with y'all.
Absolutely. We would love to have you, man.
Yes, that's the hope.
Have it every single week. I've actually been away from Xanadu for a little while doing some, I'm an actor. I've been doing shows on the side. But starting next week, I actually open next week, I'm going to be back at Xanadu every single week. So you should definitely come down.
Yes, definitely. And we'll get some matches in, have some fun. But speaking of getting some matches in, so he wasn't lying when he put that tag in. That is the case, guys. Jew2King all day, every day.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. VWSG tilde P?
I mean, these guys aren't helping us out, so we're just going to go straight into the character breakdown. Sorry, you guys. You can gladly approach me day 2 if you make it, and I will get your gamer tags and whatnot correct. But as we see the breakdown, Jew2King playing Jigglypuff, and VWS right now getting in there with Sonic.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got Jigglypuff against Sonic. Not a very common matchup, even, back in Brawl when Jigglypuff actually had a lot of problems. She came back in this game. A lot of people speculated that she was going to be one of the stronger characters because of how powerful that back air is. But there you go right there. That up smash, Sonic is so powerful, and Jigglypuff actually dies at 97. She is a glass cannon.
And that's what it is. Sonic definitely did get that damage buff. As we knew in Brawl, he was definitely, punching with air-made gloves, just blowing them up. And nowadays, he hits pretty hard. Jigglypuff, strong combo game, definitely can do some mean things with Rage, but unfortunately, she still sits in the lightest weight class in the entire game.
Absolutely.
So, woo!
Wow!
Now, unfortunately, the lack of rage. Hey, and we're not going for smash punishes, but that's what's going to be going on.
Just jabs him, all right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe courtesy, but
it was so strange to me. He just ran up, and he actually he punished Sonic for trying to run up to him.
I felt like that was the Hungry Box. That really did look like the Hungry Box. He did the whole duck and then just got him with it real hard. Definitely Hungry Boxed him. Just the sad part was he didn't die.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
That was the absolute confusion of the whole thing. And hey, all right.
Throw it out there.
There we go.
Throw it out. Oh, my God.
Breaking it down right now. These guys not even letting us do our job. Oh, goodness.
Oh, he goes for the up smash there. Sonic's up smash, I think, has the highest knockback of any of his smashes. It's very powerful. So if he's able to hit Jigglypuff with that, absolutely she's going to die. She might be done here.
Ooh, and that back throw is potent. You definitely have to be careful. But Sonic, no rage, no real bonus there. Only had Jigglypuff at semi-high % for a throw kill.
Going to get him with the back throw. Now, this is not over. Jigglypuff is primarily a Gimp-based character in a game where it's very difficult to Gimp, but it can happen. She can rack up a ton of % if she can get Sonic, a.k.a. G tilde P, off stage.
And as of right now, G tilde P, though, holding it down, just DTP. Oh, and he caught it coming.
Boom.
And that, man, that right there is what we call adaptation.
But if he hit it.
Oh, but if he hit it.
He had the rage.
I mean, he got it the first time, fool me once. The second time, there was no fool me twice.
That's true. I mean, he tried so hard to hit that one. And I still can't believe he hit the first one, man. Sonic is so fast. To be able to time that down,
definitely. That's, most certainly.
Very good. Very good from Jew2King. What a silly name.
And yet again, guys, we love gamer tags. It's no hate against them, but sometimes when you're just trying to make it kind of esports, at least breaking it down, it's not going to work out.
Absolutely,
it's not going to be kosher. But hey, shout outs to them anyway. They got a serious battle. They are neck and neck right now.
What's up? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Got it. I think this is all the tentative stuff from yesterday.
Yeah, that would make
things
sense.
Have got
Okay,
moved around
there
a
we
lot,
go.
So.
Interesting.
All right, fellas. So we're back on Game 2. Obviously, GP was able to take that first game on Final Destination. Looks like Jew2King has opted to go for Smashville. And you know you're famous at Smash when you got people making parody tags on you, man. Jew2King must be so proud.
Exactly, right? Like, there comes points where you can't even be mad about it. You just got to let it happen.
So right now, a little bit of back and forth. We'll see if Jew2King can make some adjustments. He obviously got that extra cute rest and was able to almost get the kill. He wasn't able to get it at the end of the first game, but I think he's instilled the fear into GP. He's got to be very careful.
Yes, most certainly. And as of right now, GP, though, he definitely was making those ridiculous situations occur and managed to read out that ridiculous rest towards the end of the set there.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive. I'm not counting my man out just yet, but as of right now, we do have Jigglypuff kind of laying it down.
Ooh, he actually air dodges right into the F smash. That was very scary. If
that was
GP
very
charged it a little bit longer.
And that was brawl-esque too. We don't do that no more. That is not what we do. Air dodging into the ground is definitely a bad idea, guys.
I mean, I'm still doing it, but that's because I'm bad.
I
mean, you don't want to do it. It's not
the real
a good
talk
idea.
just occurred. He did not even fool you and lie and say, no, it's a good idea. No, he just told you, don't do that. I do that.
Yeah, it's never a good idea. I'm definitely acting like I'm still playing Wario and Brawl.
Oh, yeah,
because I'm out here
chilling.
air dodging like crazy. Not gonna work.
And I know them feels. I know them feels. As of right now, though, we have both of these guys still vying for stage control. Definitely not giving each other much of a percent lead at all right now. No one breaking off on that combo either.
Yeah. And what's upsetting about this is that it looks very even. Look, okay, well, Jigglypuff wins. We just learned that. Like, wow. So it looks very even between these two, but the issue is that Jigglypuff is so much lighter. She'll die so much earlier than Sonic will, so it's really not all that even, I would say.
Can't say it's that even, but I am still laughing about the fact of the way that these guys throw out the most disrespectful options at times and just
like
slam into the other, just roll out the rest before, then shielding the rest and punching him. Like it just seems like at moments they've had enough of each other and they get real. You know, like
this is a very personal set.
Exactly. Like, oh, I'm respectful. Oh, much you speak. Now I'm gonna just punch you in the face. You know what? How about that for a mix-up? Okay.
Right now, 89% on Jew2King right now. I want to say he's gonna die from a back throw. Sonic is a very strong, potent back throw. If he's able to catch Jigglypuff on the ground, or
goodness! And just like I said, that disrespectful stuff. Just out of, like, how are you gonna randomly down air over the okay? I mean, these guys. If I'm wrong, tell me. If I'm wrong, tell me. Like, these guys, I don't know what's going on, but seriously,
oh my God!
We might see someone get spit on after this match. Like,
I'm so sick of the rollout right in the face.
I mean, the reads are hard. It's serious, and the match is still so close. But these guys just giving us a field day to work with right now.
Absolutely, so much fun. So right now, Jew2King a little bit ahead of GP, but not by much. We're going a little bit back and forth. But again, Jigglypuff does have that wild card, that ace in the hole in that rest. So if he's able to read a roll coming out of GP, who hasn't rolled too much or air dodged too much, not too many defensive options, but if he does it wrong and Jew2King catches it, it's going to be the end of the game.
Most certainly, and as of right now, as we see, Jew2King is definitely, I think, respecting Sonic a little bit too much. He's having a hard time really getting his and getting the little ticks and tacks that make it worthwhile to chase after Sonic, and that's why we're seeing the percent differential. But right there, huge opportunity and just missing out on it. Mean back throw.
Yeah, he actually had him off the stage. He hit him with that back air. Unfortunately, when Sonic landed right next to him, all he did was jab. I would have liked to see an F smash, maybe a rest, but it probably wouldn't have killed, but something other than just a single jab.
And right there, that's going to be exactly it. As we see, as always, I love to say it, guys, just a little ticks of damage over time. As you're trying to establish different areas, different coverages, you're going to take percent. And the problem is, if you don't maintain that or pay attention to it and manage it properly, next thing you know, as we saw with these guys, they're going to throw an attack out that very well could kill you.
Absolutely. So GP going to go ahead and take that set. And I guess that was loser's bracket, considering the Tweek is now coming up. Tweek having just lost to Choco.
Yes,
Choco,
exactly.
the Japanese zero.
And I definitely, knowing that, the Tweek and Choco were definitely doing the winners finals, I'd imagine. Yep. And this is now Tweek playing out in losers finals, so this should be very interesting.
Absolutely.
Awesome color on his controller. I'm jelly as hell.
You know what I think that is? I think that's Envy. I think Envy controller does that.
Oh, okay.
TK Breezy actually is one of those too in the purple color. So it's absolutely gorgeous. It's got this beautiful gloss on it. It's beautiful. You guys should go check them out. But they didn't sponsor the event, so don't. Anyway. How many?
Oh, all right, and yet again.
Give me the cam. Give me the cam.
All right, I'm gonna just say though, I'm hyped though because I'm pretty sure the last top 8 I did for Brawl, we were only at about 17,500. So this is a new record. Thank you,
this
sir.
Is absolutely incredible.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Spooky. This is a new personal record right now to be on in front of this many people.
This is amazing. Honestly, at least for me, I was not on commentary for the past, I think, 3 or 4 Apexes. I was on 2010. Me and CK Breezy did it for that.
It's been a wild
trip. So it's so good to be back in the chair, be commentating with the new school pros like you, to be commentating with Gunblade as well, back with people I'm more familiar with, like Phenomenal EE. Just absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, definitely, and I'd love to get a chance to commentate with EE. I haven't done it with him since Salem was playing and tearing through bracket in 2013.
Oh, so, my God. Yeah.
Shout out to